So I consider President Trump's remarks to be insulting and frankly appalling. And I'm not surprised they've caused such hurt to the loved ones of those who were killed or injured, and in fact, across the country.
British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has launched a public rebuke of US President Donald Trump, calling his comments on NATO troops in Afghanistan insulting and frankly appalling. The intervention marks a blunt confrontation with a sitting US president and signals a sharp escalation in already strained relations between London and Washington.
Let me start by paying tribute to the 457 of our armed services who lost their lives in Afghanistan. I will never forget their courage, their bravery, and the sacrifice that they made for their country. There are many also who were injured, some with life-changing injuries. And so I consider President Trump's remarks to be insulting and frankly appalling. And I'm not surprised they've caused such hurt to the loved ones of those who were killed or injured, and in fact, across the country.
The backlash follows remarks made by Trump in a Fox News interview and earlier in Davos, where he claimed NATO allies, including Britain, stayed a little off the front lines during the Afghanistan war and questioned whether the alliance would stand by the United States in a crisis.
I've always said, will they be there if we ever needed them? And that's really the ultimate test. And I'm not sure of that. I know that we would have been there, or we would be there. But will they be there? And let's hope that that never happens. We've never needed them. We have never really asked anything of them. You know, they'll say they sent some troops to Afghanistan or this or that. And they did. They stayed a little back, a little off the front lines. But we've been very good to Europe and to many other countries. And, you know, now under my administration, that began because we had a very successful first term. That began then, but it has to be a two-way street. And it's been a two-way street, much more so. And now it's really been a two-way street.
Starmer said the remarks had caused deep hurt to families of British soldiers killed and injured in the conflict. Paying tribute to the 457 UK service personnel who died in Afghanistan, the Prime Minister said he would never forget their courage and sacrifice, adding that Trump's words crossed a moral line. Asked whether Trump should apologise, Starmer stopped short of a direct demand, but said, "If I had misspoken in that way, I would certainly apologise." He stressed the importance of the UK-US security relationship, saying British troops fought alongside Americans for shared values and freedom. Trump's comments triggered condemnation across Britain's political spectrum. Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch called them flat-out nonsense, while Reform UK leader Nigel Farage said Trump was wrong. Defense Secretary John Healey said NATO allies had answered the US call, and veterans dismissed the claims as utterly ridiculous.